Imagine you just walked through the front door after an exhausting day, and your pup rushes over to greet you. Their tail is wagging back and forth violently. They drop into a play bow, and then they suddenly turn around, walk away, and lick their lips while giving you a quick side-eye glance. You probably think, oh look, they are just happy to see me but getting distracted. Let me tell you right now, that is absolute cap. You are completely misreading the room. That wagging tail isn't an automatic sign of pure joy, and that lip lick wasn't about hunger. Your dog is actually trying to process environmental stress, adjust their proximity boundaries, and communicate a highly specific emotional message that you just completely blew past.
Most pet parents spend years living under the same roof as an animal, totally blind to the fact that their companion is speaking an intricate, silent dialect every single second. Welcome back to Canine Dog Talk, the ultimate digital hub where we completely strip away human projections and analyze real canine psychology so you can master your relationship with your pet. Today, we are decoding the exact silent signals your dog is desperately trying to tell you. Let's keep it 100% real. Dogs are masters of nonverbal dialogue, but humans are completely obsessed with verbal speech. Because your pup cannot drop explicit English phrases to tell you they are feeling anxious, protective, overwhelmed, or physically sore, they rely on an advanced anatomical matrix of ear positioning, weight distribution, eye shifts, and micro-expressions. When you ignore these subtle indicators, your dog feels completely unheard, forcing them to escalate their communication into behavioral problems like reactive barking, destructive chewing, or sudden defensive snapping. We are going to stop that breakdown today. We are pulling back the curtain on evolutionary wolf pack genetics and modern clinical research to turn you into a literal mind reader for your pet. By the time this massive masterclass wraps up, you will possess a high-tier understanding of canine body linguistics. We are breaking down the hidden truth behind directional tail movements, why a slow yawn is actually an intense emotional coping mechanism, and how a dog uses their body weight to claim space or beg for reassurance. If you are ready to stop misinterpreting your companion's actions and unlock the absolute highest level of domestic handler communication, double-check your focus, secure your training mind, and let's decode what your dog is truly saying. To genuinely master canine communication, you must understand that a dog's primary language is completely kinetic and visual. While humans evolved to use vocalizations to express complex internal theories, the canine ancestral family tree relied on absolute silence to survive in the wild. Making unnecessary sound during a hunt or inside territory lines invited rival apex predators, meaning wolves and early dogs perfected the art of communicating entire paragraphs through tiny micro-adjustments of their skin, fur, and joints. When your domestic pup looks at you, they are broadcasting their internal neurological state across multiple physical channels simultaneously. Let's isolate these core communication pillars step by step, so you never miss a warning again. Channel number 1 is the absolute most misunderstood anatomical feature on Earth, the tail. The biggest myth in modern pet culture is that a wagging tail always means a friendly, happy dog. That assumption gets handlers bitten every single day. In canine psychology, a wagging tail simply means one thing: emotional arousal and energy. It is an internal engine revving. To know what the engine is doing, you must analyze direction and height. Groundbreaking neurological studies reveal that when a dog feels positive, relaxed emotions, their tail wags predominantly toward the right side of their body, driven by the left hemisphere of their brain. If the tail sweeps heavily toward the left, it signifies negative feelings like anxiety, suspicion, or a desire to withdraw. Furthermore, a stiff, vibrating tail held high over the back is a dominant threat display indicating a readiness to engage, while a low, slow thump shows cautious submission. Moving to channel number 2, the facial microsignals, specifically the eyes and mouth. When your pup wants to convey subtle discomfort, they will use what behaviorists call whale eye. This is when they keep their head relatively still but track you or a stimulus with their eyes, exposing a crescent shape of white sclere around the edges. This is an explicit distress signal showing hypervigilance. Your dog feels trapped or threatened. Combine that with a rapid, dry lip lick when no food is present, or an intense, deep yawn when they aren't even tired. These are displacement behaviors, which are physiological pressure release valves. Your dog is trying to self-soothe their nervous system, trying to lower their own heart rate because something in their immediate vicinity is pushing them past their comfort threshold. Channel number 3 focuses on ear articulation and head tilt mechanics. A dog's ears are powered by over 18 independent muscles, allowing them to twist, flatten, and raise like highly sensitive radar dishes. When a dog positions their ears neutral or slightly forward, they are actively evaluating environmental data. However, watch out for the pin back. When the ears are pinned completely flat against the skull, it indicates a high-stress emotional defensive state. If accompanied by a soft, loose body, it can be a submissive deferral or appeasement gesture. But if the body is rigid, those pinned ears mean the dog is preparing to defend its physical boundary. Conversely, the classic, adorable head tilt isn't just an automated cuteness trick. It is a mechanical adjustment to align their ear canals horizontally and vertically to pinpoint the exact origin and emotional tone of your voice. Let's drop some essential breed-specific psychology here, because genetic architecture completely alters how different dog archetypes broadcast their signals. For example, consider a brachycephalic breed like a French bulldog, a pug, or a boxer. Because humans bred them to have extremely short muzzles, tightly curled tails, and permanently wrinkled faces, their natural communication matrix is physically compromised. Other dogs often misinterpret a Frenchie's heavy breathing and naturally tense facial expression as an aggressive challenge, leading to immediate conflict. On the flip side, consider a primitive working breed like an Alaskan Malamute or a German Shepherd. These dogs possess long muzzles, expressive tails, and clear ears, making their physical signals incredibly sharp and unmistakable. As a handler, you must calibrate your reading style to match your specific dog's physical limitations. Channel number 4 explores spatial kinematics and weight distribution. How a dog positions their weight relative to gravity tells you everything about their true intentions. A confident, balanced animal keeps their weight centered equally over all 4 paws. If a dog shifts their chest forward, leaning their mass onto their front legs, they are projecting authority, curiosity, or offensive intent, essentially trying to appear larger. If they lean backward, dropping their center of gravity toward their hips, they are experiencing fear or hesitation. Watch out for the freeze. When a moving dog suddenly turns completely stone still, with zero muscle movement, it is a massive psychological red flag. The freeze is the final cognitive calculation before a reaction occurs. Your dog is deciding whether to execute a flight or fight response, and you must immediately back away to de-escalate the tension. Let's examine channel number 5, tactile solicitations. When your dog uses their physical body to make direct contact with you, they aren't just performing random actions. For instance, the leaning behavior, where a dog walks up and presses their flank or hip against your shins, is a profound evolutionary bonding mechanism. In wild packs, sleeping or resting with touching flanks represents total security and collaborative defense. Your dog is telling you they view you as a safe harbor. However, if they place a heavy, stiff front paw directly on your knee or shoulder while staring intensely, they are often attempting to control your movement or assert spatial dominance. Similarly, a soft, frantic nose nudge against your hand is an explicit request for social reassurance, signaling that they need a calming connection to reset their emotional baseline. Finally, let's look at channel number 6, the sonic spectrum of barks and whines. While visual signals dominate, vocalizations add crucial punctuation to the canine language. A high-pitched, repetitive string of barks with frequent pauses is an invitation for social play or a call for attention. However, a continuous, low-pitched, rapid bark with zero breaks indicates an alarmed territorial response. The dog perceives a real threat and is mobilizing defenses. Whining is a direct indicator of high emotional frustration or physical discomfort. If your pup stands near an object or a door and lets out a sharp whine, their cognitive processing is hit with a barrier they cannot solve on their own. By combining these acoustic cues with their exact physical postures, you eliminate all confusion and build perfect understanding. If this comprehensive canine behavioral breakdown completely transformed how you read your pup's silent language and gave you the exact psychological keys to build a flawless bond of trust, smash that subscribe button right now and hit the like button to push this video deep into the YouTube algorithm. Drop a comment below telling me your dog's breed and what specific secret signal they use to communicate with you daily. We drop these master-level canine psychology blueprints and tactical relationship guides every single week right here on Canine Dog Talk, all engineered to eliminate behavioral chaos and turn you into the ultimate handler. Make sure to ring that notification bell so you never miss a training drop. Keep studying your dog's silent signals. Stay incredibly consistent, and I will catch you in the very next video.